Hey, it's Brian Mudd with another piece of sheer brilliance. This is my cheat sheet for Wednesday, July 27th. Standing up today because the wife wasn't happy when I'm looking down at the camera in the past days. So we'll go with this and see what happens. All right, so the U.S. credit downgrade might happen regardless of which plan gets passed, if any. Well, this much we know. If there is no plan that passes, the U.S. credit definitely will be downgraded. But even if the Harry Reid plan or the John Boehner plan, the latest incarnations, get passed, it still looks like there's a very good chance that the credit gets downgraded. And while most of us still don't know exactly what that all means, here's what I can tell you. The one thing you should do is line up your credit right now. If you are looking to make a big purchase, I'm talking a car or a home in the next 60 days or so, line up the credit right now. Get a fixed interest rate, because if the credit does get downgraded for this country, there's a very strong chance you're going to see interest rates, especially mortgage rates, head higher. So hedge your bets right now. All right, yesterday, speaking of this whole debate on debt, turned out to be about a near record day for the U.S. Congress getting calls. The president the night before had called on people, and then many in talk radio like Glenn Beck, Rush Limbaugh, Sean Hannity, they also called on you to call Washington. And guess what? You did. 35,000 calls per hour. That's what the average was and has been to Congress the past couple of days. Your voices are definitely being heard. Good news, bad news. It's like 2 parts good news, 1 part bad news potentially for you if you're a local homeowner. Could consider it a well drink, I guess. Ultimately, the bad news is year over year, our home prices are down in this region about another 5.3%. So where's the good news? Well, the first piece of it is, out of the 20 metro areas, that was actually the 9th best. So we're no longer in the lesser performers in housing. We're in the top half, even though year over year it's still down. Here's the better news. We actually are seeing home prices up in our area since April, sustained for a couple of months. Who knows if that sticks, but there is some improvement. Certainly the summer buying season has probably had quite a bit to do with it as people relocate before the school year. The fastest tablet, it's going to be the Samsung Galaxy 10.1. They are going 4G on the Verizon network tomorrow, a price just over $500. It will not only be the fastest Android tablet, it will be faster than the iPad 2. So if speed is your thing, you can check out the Samsung Galaxy 10.1 Tab 4G LTE, just because you needed more names and more numbers in that entire equation. Looks like it is a pretty good product. All right, so the fastest income growth potential. If you're frustrated with the amount of money you're currently making, just move to Asia. And we've talked about how growth in China and India is the best in the world right now among the developing countries, and certainly better than our growth. So many companies are growing that they have a shortage of talented people. Now, we're not talking about entry-level workers. You're not looking to make less money. We're talking about executive-level professionals. There is a huge shortage in Asia right now. And so the fastest opportunity for you to advance in your career and make more money is actually in Asia these days. I decided to take a look at some historical data. You know, we have all these polls anymore. I mean, we are so polled every day. There's like 5 new polls that are released, including in the GOP primary race. So I went back to 4 years ago and the lead up to the 2008 election cycle. So what do these GOP polls mean right now? Probably not much. Get this. 4 years ago, it was Rudy Giuliani who was leading Fred Thompson by 9 points at this point in the race. The eventual GOP presidential nominee, John McCain, well, he was polling in third, about 11 points behind. And Mike Huckabee, he was polling last with only about 2%. So obviously, a lot can and likely will change between now and even January. So stay tuned. And finally, there are a bunch of different business tax breaks that go away at the end of this year that have nothing to do with this current debt debate. I've got a list of what they are on my cheat sheet today, so if you're a business owner, take a look at it and take advantage of it. That's the cheat sheet for today. See you tomorrow.